So, under the lecture's that, and I'm of course here to review it as always. My sister's not here today because we had an argument, so she didn't watch the episode because she was angry at me because, well, basically because she was asleep, and I was like, the episode is airing now, and then she got angry because she was asleep. So yeah. What do I think about the story? The ghosts were amazing. It felt like a classic story, a lot like a classic story actually. This could perfectly have fitted in the Troughton era. Yeah. And I really like the characters. The characters were great. And this is definitely an improvement to Doctor Who in general. I mean, I think we're entering a new era of Doctor Who, a golden era. I think we're entering a golden era. Like we were in a golden era in the 80s, in McCoy's era, and in John Pertwee's era. That was golden eras in my opinion. I think we're entering a new golden era. And I think it's about time after the horrible dirt era, I guess you could call it, with Matt Smith. In my opinion, that is. So if it's okay if you like Matt Smith, I don't. I just don't. So it's alright if you like him. Of course, it's all about opinions and stuff. So yeah, the story was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it was another really good story. I don't really know. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. I haven't watched part two, and this is one of those stories where I think you have to watch part two to judge the story, probably. Because part one was like story. There was a lot of story in there. It wasn't just a building thing. There was story in there. But part two is like the conclusion, and the cliffhanger was. I mean, the cliffhangers are quite different now to what they used to be, because the cliffhanger, to be honest, it didn't really leave me on the edge of my seat. I know the Doctor's gonna die, but so what, really? Because I guess that's the story arc of the series, that the Doctor's gonna die. So I'm not a big fan of the cliffhanger, even though I think it's a good idea that the cliffhangers are sort of less effective on the story, because the stories are better when you rewatch them if the cliffhangers aren't, huge, sort of. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Overall rating so far, this is a two-parter, and part one is like you have to. I think you're gonna have to watch both of them. But so far, 9 out of 10. A really good show, one of the best new series stories ever, and it so far might be on my top 10 as well. I know The Magician's Apprentice was on my top 10, and this might be on my top 10 too. Maybe, might. I think I'm gonna have to watch the second part to judge it. But maybe, maybe. Well, if it's not on my top 10, it's still a really good story. It's 9 out of 10, really nice story. One of the best new series stories so far, definitely. Probably my second favorite new series story ever. So far, that is. Because I really liked it. It might actually be my favorite new series story. Maybe. It was really good. Really good. And there are some amazing scenes in this. I really like the scene where he sort of took the people and like made Orion and stuff like that, and he was like, "Oh, it's Earth," and that was quite a clever scene. So overall rating 9 out of 10 so far. Yeah, and if you want to know my full opinions on this story, well, more of my opinions, then I would suggest watching the Whovian High Council, because I'm in the Whovian High Council. Well, I was in the Whovian High Council at The Magician's Apprentice too, but I'm in it again. So yeah, I would just definitely suggest watching the Whovian High Council. That's it for me. Have a nice day, everyone, and bye. And you have gotten a lot of videos today. A lot of videos when you think about it. But bye!